Welcome, brothers. It's Gideon. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you all for getting me to 100 subscribers. I gotta pump out a few more old style videos for a little bit in the meantime, but I will be taking time during my time off during the holidays to get away from these AI pictures and instead using some stock footage with no copyright issues. That way I can get closer to the format that I truly wish to be at, which is closer to those who inspired me to run my own channel, such as Aaron Clary, who runs Asshole Consulting. Without further ado, let's get on with this week's video. You ever notice how some people in your life just act like human ankle weights? They cling to you, slow you down, and somehow convince you that you owe them something for being a burden. Yeah, this video is about those people. We've got to cut them out, plain and simple. Let me explain why I finally booted some of these people out of my life, and I'll explain to the best of my ability what happened afterwards. It wasn't just some typical dramatic movie moment where I flipped some table and yelled, "Be gone!" No, it was far simpler than that. I just stopped associating with them and not a single word further was said. Why? Because they drained my energy, made drama like it was their side hustle, and always interrupted my conversations, like my word just didn't seem to matter, but theirs always did. They wasted my time that I could have been lifting, working, reading, doing literally anything else. Hell, staring at paint drying would have been more productive. It was getting that bad. And you know what? In my own view, it's my own fault because I tolerated it for that long. Especially for as long as I personally did. Yeah, that one's on me. And the big one, sometimes they just don't respect us when it all just comes down to it. They like the older version that stayed small, the version that didn't grow or work hard and didn't stand up for themselves. Once you start leveling up, suddenly we're changing. Damn right we are. Just building ourselves up while they stay in place. They didn't seem to enjoy that growth. Now here's just what most people just don't want to tell you. When you cut out that dead weight, the first thing that hits you is a peaceful silence. And that silence is loud. I know that sounds a little counterintuitive, but I'll explain. At first it's like, yeah, did I do the right thing? You half expect your phone to buzz with their typical bullshit and nonsense, but here's the spoiler, it doesn't. And that's just when the magical, peace hits. The stress goes down, your focus goes up. And the peace came back like it had been locked away in some dark, dank place, in some decrepit basement for years, happy to see the sunlight once again. And the best part? You start seeing opportunities just like you couldn't because we were too busy putting out other people's dumpster fires. The work gets smoother, goals feel clearer, and even mornings feel lighter, easier to get out of bed. Like we're not waking up already fighting someone else's battles on no pay. The quality of sleep just got better, and everything else, including personal quality of life, will improve. Now, you don't realize how heavy these people truly are until you're not carrying them in a single step further. And it's easy to just forget how easy things were in the past when you were able to do your own thing, and now you're able to focus on the present and future. Oh, and don't think that these type of people are going to take it quietly. Nope, not a chance. They're going to pull up the classic tricks in the book. They're going to try to guilt trip you. They're going to call you selfish, pretend to be confused, acting like you're the villain for not wanting to babysit grown-ass adults, and trying to just say that you're blowing a little issue out of proportion when in reality, it was the final straw that broke the camel's back, but that happened long ago. You're just finally deciding to do something about it now. And when all else fails, they'll speak ill of you behind your back. They'll tell their friends, maybe some of your friends, maybe some family members. But here's just a tip. When these people get mad at you for no longer tolerating that BS, it's because they were benefiting. They were getting a gain, and that relationship was more or less just parasitic. And they're just upset because you decide to renegotiate that social contract, and you got the upper hand. you won. And this is not about, and these social contracts are not about taking advantage of somebody or anything like that, but you want an even playing field where you can give and take. And they feel like they've been shafted when in reality it's just been made more fair. And that upsets them. But you know what? Let them be mad. It's not your job to comfort these people who make your life harder personally, no matter what they may try to say. Now, cutting people out just isn't subtraction. It's oddly enough like addition by removal. It's like getting rid of that one really bad thing in your backpack that you didn't realize. It's like finding a 20-pound dumbbell and going, wow, man, my back feels really good now. Because you gain back the qualities of your time, your peace, your direction, your confidence. You get better quality people around you and a clearer sense of who actually deserves a seat at the table. And here's the kicker. Once these wrong people are gone, the right people can finally show up. These are people who respect your time, your goals, and don't treat you like an emotional trash can. And life gets better, not when you add more, but when you get rid of those who are sabotaging you. So, if you're on the fence about cutting off someone who's toxic, draining, unmotivated, disrespectful, or just plain dead weight, let me save you a few months of internal debate. Do it. Fuck it, do it. You're not here to be everyone's therapist, emotional crutch, or financial bailout, emotional or even physical life support system. You've got your own mission and your own goals and your own personal future to attend to. Anyone who tries to drag you off that path, friend or not, quite frankly doesn't deserve access to you. Cutting them out isn't rude, it's self-respect. Go on now. Go ahead and start reassessing those relationships of yours. Even dropping one person within a few days who isn't bad for you, who is bad for you, and just makes life miserable. You know, the new year's coming up, and if you need a resolution, make it that. Make it, I need to get better quality friends, and right now I gotta trim the fat. So just do that. It's going to be worth it. I highly assure you of that. Just ask yourself this. Is this working between us anymore? And if you gotta go through mental gymnastics and mental hoops, the answer is most likely. That's all for now, brothers. Oh, and remember, 4 and 2, there is 1.